All right, I had to reboot. It's been acting up lately. I don't know what the hell's going on, but seems like no matter what browser I go on, it's acting up. Now I went back to Google Chrome. Hey, hey, I was on Firefox just now. Yeah, I can see you now. The chat's moving, and so is the time thing. Because the time was going by 5 seconds each time. Then it was going like it was stuck. I knew something was wrong because I was talking and talking and nobody was saying anything in the chat. The chat was dead. The last thing I saw was Starlight talking to me, and then after that, that was a wrap. It never like it's weird. Yesterday it crashed twice, and today it's been acting up again. But it was fine all this time, and then it just acts up. Uh, yeah, Rudy, I had to reboot because I'm like, how is anybody see me or hear me? Am I talking to my damn self? I was like, what the fuck is going on here? It's like people didn't want me to. I think Spirit must have said, "Shut up, Mark. You're talking to deaf ears. These people ain't worried about us. Let them find out on their own." I'm there. I'm there. I'm there talking to Starlight about all the stuff, and then I'm like, Rudy, you can ask your question when you're ready, and nobody's responding. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Then I look at the ticker thing, and it's going 6 seconds at a time, and I'm like, nobody's responding. Then I wrote in the chat, can you guys see and hear me? And nothing. I said, let me reboot then. Rudy was gonna kick your ass. Nah, it's been acting up. Trust me, this thing is freaking dumb. I was waiting for you to say something. I'm like, this woman sent me a donation. I'm waiting for her to ask the question. I'm here rambling and rambling about spirit and about, um, Starlight and stuff. And then Starlight stopped talking to me, and everybody stopped talking. And I'm like, let me reboot, man. This thing's acting crazy again. Fucking thing. Yeah, that's why I came back because Rudy donated, and I was like, all right, I have to come back because then Rudy's gonna kill me. She be like, where the fuck this mofo go with my? But get your ass back. Even before I rebooted, she was already in the comments. You coming back or what? You can't leave me now, Marky. Oh, nice, Dan. Red Sox back in the victory column. We beat up the Uz today, 4-3. That's good. My boys are doing good. We second place in the East. Where's the Dan? Where is the Mariners too? In the league, are they like first in their division or second or what? I know the Red Sox are 72-50, no, 72-60, I think now. We're like second place in our division. The coach is opinion best. Yeah, I keep forgetting you're like 4 hours behind me, Teresa. What's for supper tonight? No, I haven't seen your question. No, the chat was dead. I was talking to you guys, and nothing was moving in the chat. That's why I'm like, I better shut up and I better ask if anybody sees me. You're not sure? I had homemade pizza tonight. Now just re-ask your question, Rudy, because I didn't see it. The chat was dead. That was the first time the chat's been dead like that forever. I never seen it like that. It's actually pissing me off because I've been having issues with the since last night. It dropped twice last night and came right back on, no problem. My internet says excellent condition and speed or whatever. So I knew it's something to do. I thought it was the browser. So I went to Firefox just now, and it's not the browsers because I've tried two different browsers and it's both the same. So it's got to be like a YouTube issue. It has to be because it ain't me on my browsers on my computer. So either way, yeah. Go Sox. I can't believe how good they're doing this year. We got rid of Devers, and I'm so freaking happy. Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was skipping by 6 seconds. See, right now it says 6:33, 6:34, 6:35, but it was going like 6 6. It was going by 6 seconds, and then it would go from 12, from 7 to 12. It'll go from 5 seconds. Then it'll go 6 seconds, 5 seconds. It was skipping, and I was like, oh, it must be fucked. And then the last person to talk to me was you, Starlight. You were saying, yeah, something about Allison, and I was saying, yeah, talking, and nobody said anything. And I'm like, what the hell, man? So I had to reboot and come back on Google Chrome, see if it works. I don't know. There's some weird shit going on. YouTube's like that sometimes. Sometimes I'll be on here for like hours and nothing will happen. Everything's fine. Then some days it just acts up. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But well, he's always gonna hide and lie about something. You can't. There's nobody in this world that's gonna tell you the truth about everything. You know that, right? And even when you think they're telling the truth, you're still gonna think they're lying. You women know that. You know. All right, Dan. I was just asking to see where they are. I know their Sox are in second in our division. I think Toronto is first. I believe. I can't remember. But I know Yankees are behind us because we beat them. All right. Well, let's check. But that's one thing that I think everybody needs to realize, that it doesn't matter who you're with. They're always not going to tell you every damn thing. You know, even if I get involved with a woman right now, I'm not going to sit there and tell her my whole damn life. I'm not going to lie to her, but, if she asks me certain things, I'm going to tell her, look, I'm not going to lie to you, but that's none of your business. I'd rather tell her that's none of your business, so I'm not telling you that, than to lie to her. And she's going to be like, well, why you won't tell me? Because it's none of your fucking business. I told you already, woman. And she could take it however she wants. It's better than lying to her. Oh, good Lord. Well, what I'm getting is this. he can be ineffective at times. He's only helping you right now because he wants to help you, right? But how he feels about you, right? I know how he feels about you is that you have common sense. You already know how he is. He knows you're smart enough to figure out what's going on. But he thinks that you hide your emotions from him and you want to be more, you restrain yourself from being around him and you know, giving him 100% because you already know what he's like. Hey Marley, did you get my message? I was like, yo, I'm live. Because I don't know if you got my notifications or not. So I said, let me tell this woman. Oh, good. Yay. Now she can rest. So Rudy, I would say that he's gonna play both roles, right? I messaged you on Instagram because I saw you like your thing was green. It said you were online. So I messaged you on Instagram and said I'm live with a smiley face. Yeah. I usually message you the other place, but I saw you were on Instagram. So I said, let me message Marley and tell her I'm live. You know how it goes. It ain't easy. All right, so Rudy, what I'm getting with Terrell is this. Is one day he might be very temperamental, he might be shifty, he might be crafty. You might think he's lying, which he probably is. He might not be able to be too effective sometimes than he is. Then he's petty and then he can't control his emotions, or he's ineffective, he's immature. And then other days he acts mature, he's bold, he's courageous, he's nice, he does this, he does that. So I feel like this guy has two characters, two people, two persons, two ways, two faces. Yeah, he mixes everything and probably confuses the shit out of you. And that's why he looks at you as someone who knows and judges him and knows what he's about. But at the same time, he feels like you restrain yourself from giving in to him, right? And you have the common sense and you're smart enough to know that he's a bullshitter. Well, if his mom says he's bipolar, believe her. And that's bipolar behavior. It's acting like two different people. But sometimes people say people are bipolar, but I say they're bi stupid because they're stupid one day and cool the next. That's not bipolar. You could tell, like, if someone's bipolar, they're bi stupid. Bi, you stupid as shit. People use all these words: mental awareness, mental illness, bipolar, by this, ADHD, whatever, fucking whatever. The only D you need is this. That's what I tell them. Any ADHD bullshit around here. Let me tell you something. Anybody can change what they have. They just don't want to. They want to play victim. A lot of it's evilness, not mentalness. Of course he knows you're not stupid. Because if you were stupid, you'd be with him right now. Oh, shit. He knows. If you were stupid, you'd be all over him right now. Yes, baby, come here. I'll move the tube out of my stomach. You can come over here real quick. He would love that. Most men want some coochie and good night. These guys ain't gonna put in no work. Starlight said ladies are only for jars. Yeah, some men wish they can put them in jars and say, don't go nowhere, that you're all mine. You can't say anything or do anything. Oh, Let me see how he really feels about you, though. Because the question I asked is, if you gave him a chance, how would he take that chance? And he's not going to take the chance. He's still going to be the same. But let me just see how he feels about you. No way. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. I knew it. I knew it was on. Hold on a second. I said too, I hear it. Give me a sec. All right. Hey, Tanya, how you doing? Physiotherapist better be all right. Give me 1 second, because something's happening here at the house, and I'm getting like text messages from everybody. So guess what happened just now? And I knew it was gonna happen too. So my friend that came fix the generator, right? I told him that I wanted to come on. Like every week, the generator has to come on to recharge the battery and to run, right? So when he set up the generator, I told him I want it for Monday at 12 o'clock and lunchtime, because I'll be home. So he went and set it for midnight instead of 12 p.m. He put it to 12 a.m. So right now the generator is running at its cycle, right? So my nephew, my sister, everybody just texts me. He goes, "Hey, the generator's on. That dumbass put it to midnight instead of 12 p.m." And I said, "I know. I can hear it." That's why when I was here, I was like, "Oh fuck, that's the generator." So yeah, it's running right now for like 15 minutes. Good thing everybody has their windows closed and their AC on, because the neighbors won't be able to hear it, right? It's not that loud anyway. But he fucked up. He put it to midnight instead of 12 lunchtime. Hey, but I told everybody, at least it's working, because this is the first time. Today was like the test to see if it comes on and runs since we fixed it. And I can hear it is running fine. And he actually joked with me and said, "You don't want it to come on midnight? Come on, man. You got to piss off the neighbors." And I said, "No, man. Make sure it's 12 p.m." And he fucked up. He put it on 12 a.m. But hey, at least it works. It's only for 15 minutes anyway. It's been on for 5 minutes already. But my nephews are playing their game. They're up at midnight. They ain't going to school tomorrow anyway. So They all text me and say, "Hey, the generator works. It's on now. That idiot put it on for 12 a.m. instead of 12 p.m." But it's all good. All right. What was I gonna say? Rudy, let me just check his feelings for you. And of course, Diamond's up now. Let me give this dog some water real quick. Come here, baby. You want some water? The generator's running. You're up, annoying me. Come on, you get some water. Go ahead. Go ahead. Drink some water. Okay? I swear it's all or nothing. You saw her? She was in the camera just now? She probably was. She's like, you better give me some fucking water, bro. You good, baby? You got your water? She's probably like, you could have put some more in there, bro. What the fuck? Go to your bed. Good girl. There she is. She's like, thanks, Marky. All right. So what I would say, Rudy, is he doesn't really. He's telling, like you said, I think he's lying about how much he loves you and how much he cares about you. And I think the reason for that is because you don't give him the time of day like that. And I feel like he's just like staying, he's hanging out with you because he needs a place to stay, or he needs to just, or he just needs to like hang there and see how it is, or see if you got other people around. But he's still following his old ways. He's still doing his old shit. He's still the same person. He's not going to change. So I'm getting that slowly but surely he'll drift away and be like, yeah, whatever, same shit. It's almost like he's expecting you to like give in to him. But he doesn't. I don't see no real love feelings here at all. I think he's just talking to hear himself, probably to get some coochie or something. You know. So Rudy, your feelings and your intuition is right. He's full of shit. So unfortunately, he might be just telling you that just to get things from you, or to try to get, try to make things happen. Maybe you're the only hope he has, or the only person that would actually he thinks would take you back or whatever. But I don't really get like anything significant. And I feel like he has like one day he probably really does mean it, or he really wants that, and then other days he'll be like, nah, you know. Right. Yeah. I think he needs a place to stay and a place to be wanted. So I would say just use him in the meantime to do whatever. If he wants to help, let him help. At the end of the day, that's his responsibility too. You got to put in that work. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just let him do it. Let him do it. If that's what he wants, that's what he wants. But just put up your boundaries. Well, you got to keep reminding him of that. That's all. Because right now he's doing it without you being us. So if he's still doing it, then let him. That's all. It's not like you're telling him you love him back, or you're here and I love you and we're gonna be together. He's still asking you to give a chance, but he's probably doing that because he's up shit's creek and he has no other way. So that's why he's trying to insert himself in. Yeah. But that's his own dumbness if he wants to do it. But I'm glad somebody's helping you, you know. But oh well, it's life. No. I gotta know, Rudy. Okay, cool, Tanya. Yeah, exactly. That's all. Just do what you gotta do, Rudy. That's all. If he wants to be there, it's on his own will. He inserted himself, so he can insert himself the fuck back out too when you're finished. At the end of the day, you gotta do what's best for you and the family. And if he wants to help, let him. You can't say you didn't want him. Everybody be using that chat GPT now. You're welcome, Rudy. No worries. Good, Marley. I'm glad she's okay. Yeah, I thought that chat GPT thing was bullshit, but my friend, he was showing me that shit works. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Good. I just heard the generator go off. It was 15 minutes. Yes. Yay, the generator works properly now. I gotta fix it tomorrow. I gotta set it for 12 p.m. instead of 12 a.m. That shit's funny. And we joked about it too. We're like, yeah, fuck it, let's put it on midnight. Meanwhile, it did too. It actually did come on at midnight. Wait till I call him and tell him tomorrow he's gonna fucking die laughing. But it's better now than later. Once I get off live, I'm gonna go over there and see if the light's on and it's all good. Take my flashlight over there and go check it out. Take Diamond 4P. Just go over there and see if it's okay. Because after it runs and it turns off, if the light's green, then we're good. To make a human version of Papa Dog. Oh shit. I didn't know it could do all that type of stuff. Those things are crazy. I can't believe that those things do all that. Every time I come on YouTube, it shows that Chat GPT thing on here. It's like always an ad on it. It's like, don't you know that you can use Chat GPT to do all these things and blah blah blah. I'm like, oh my god. Okay, cool. Yeah, my friend used it and showed me that it finds things and all that. I'm like, all right. Who you put a hickey on, Dan? See, Dan always be talking about hickeys and sexual things in here. See, he just can't be just good for 1 minute. See what I mean? Now he's talking about he had to do a hickey. Heavy petting. Oh shit. That's funny as hell. Oh good lord. Well, Marley, I'm glad Emmy's okay. And I'm glad Spirit gave us the right answers. Because I know we asked about all that stuff. I know you asked me if she was gonna, you know, have anything bad or surgery. And look, tell her Milton took care of her like I told her. See, you gotta when you speak to her again, tell her I spoke to Mark and he said you better thank Milton every day. Tell her Mark said Milton said that he made sure you was okay, and he's gonna make sure you got a sexy uh physiotherapist. Oh shit. You gotta laugh though. Well, I'm glad she's okay though. Yeah. Oh, she's young, and she's tough. So she'll be alright. She'll be like, you tell Mark, I don't want Milton around me like that. I'm gonna heal on my own. I just need a sexy physiotherapist to make me better. And I don't care what Milton says. You tell Mark, tell Milton, leave me alone. Thank you, Milton, but you better leave me alone. I can hear it now. I remember when I first started teasing her about Milton, she was like, Mark, don't be playing with me. And she be getting irritated. She be like, tell Mark, don't be playing with me. Yeah, I've heard her voice enough to get it done. She makes me laugh. She's something else. One thing about her, she makes me laugh. I care about kids and I care about people, I don't want nothing bad happen to her. Because I like her, she's funny. She be talking mad shits back in the day when she was sitting next to you on the bed and you were pulling cards for people. And she'd be like in the chat, talking shit and laughing and stuff. That shit was funny. That's when I first met you guys. I always thought it was cool that you had your daughter with you. Now she'd be like, no. Ever since Mark told me about Milton being in here, fuck that shit. Mark scared my ass away. I'll never forget. I'll never forget your son too. When I rap for your son, I told Gage that Spirit saying that he's got to stop drinking soda and get his act together with his his meals and his eating and drinking shit and all that stuff. He said, "Yeah, fuck that. I ain't drinking that shit no more." He wised right up. He was scared as shit. As how the fuck this guy knew? How the fuck Spirit knew I'm drinking soda and shit? That shit was funny as hell. I'm like, don't worry, guys. Don't take it too serious. Yeah, that shit was funny. Then I was like, look, it's Milton. And I'm like, who the fuck is Milton? I'm like, no. And Marty was like, look, shit's changing around my house. I could have sworn I put this stool over here and now it's changed. This is some bullshit. Milton be finding out shit about the house that's wrong or, be giving you hints and shit. Yeah, that shit was funny as hell. I still laugh at that shit. It's so funny. I be like, yeah, you'll see. Milton's around. Mark, don't be playing with me. You tell Milton, leave me alone, stay out of my room. Oh man, that shit funny. It's funny though. My youngest nephew, he believes in spirit and stuff because he said shit disappears from his room, and he says that sometimes like he hears things and he wonders. And I said, look, man, it's just a lot of spirit hang around younger children and younger people just to protect them. And sometimes they make noise or they just want to be next to you and make sure you don't get zapped during the night by some fucking crazy spirit or some bullshit. Like spirits on standby, a lot of people. That's why a lot of people say a spirit army. Because sometimes some people need more protection than others. So I know Milton's always there making sure you guys are all right. That's why I like joking around with her with Milton. Because she takes it like serious. She's like, oh fuck, no. She like, ever since Mark came here, started making me believe in this shit. I ain't gonna lie no more. Hell no. Mom, you can do it yourself. I'll be in the background. She was like, no. She'll be all right. It's funny. Nah, they're good. As long as you don't do like hoe ass shit. Like, you know what I mean? As long as you're not being like, a bad person and they won't care about you if you're doing bad shit. But you're not that type of person. So you take care of your children, see. That's why you got those type of spirits around you. That's why nothing bad happens to your kids. See, they both had accidents this year and they both came out all right. That's how you gotta look at it. So you gotta look at all those things and see nothing happened to you. You know why? Because you're the one who has to, save them, put in the work, put in the time. You know, you should be happy that, you know, you should give yourself more credit for being a great mother to your children, and going to work every day, putting in the time, putting in the effort to take Emmy here, take Emmy there, put food on their table, you know. You can get child support, but that's only one half of the problem. You have to use that to you still gotta, do shit. You still gotta take care of your children. You still gotta be a good mom. So give yourself some credit, pat yourself on the back. Say, I'm a good mother. I'm not a hoe, you know. I'm not out there on Chat GPT looking for bikinis and thongs and shit to go on live on OnlyFans. I'm hardworking. Oh shit. Yeah, that's all good. Trust me, I know it's difficult. But my youngest nephew went 16 yesterday, on not yesterday, on Saturday. And today he went to get his bike license and he rode his bike twice on the road with his mother. They went to go see his grandmother and grandfather, and they were all happy that that was his first visit. So my mom and dad got to see him on his motorbike. Yeah, he's happy. And then tomorrow, this ex-cop, he's gonna teach him like the laws of the road and go riding with him for like 2 hours. So he doesn't want to do it, but me and his brother and his mother convinced him. So he's gonna do it tomorrow. I said, look, man, just please do it. Look, the guy is gonna teach you the rules of the road, so that way you don't get no tickets, and you know how. Because we can only tell you so much. He knows like what he taught your brother. He taught so and so and this person. Just go, man. It's only for 2 hours, and you get to ride. And he's gonna tell you what to do and what not to do. So just do it. He's like, all right, all right, all right. I'll do it. I'll do it. Because he was pissed, right? So I told him, I said, look, man, you'll be great. You'll be thankful in the end. So yeah. So he's happy he got his license today. He came over here and showed me his license. So he's officially on the road. He was the last nephew out of six to get his license. So I have a 16-year-old nephew, soon to be 18-year-old, another 19-year-old, a 20-year-old, a 22-year-old, and a 23-year-old. Six of them. And they all officially got their licenses. It's fucking crazy. I can't believe it. That means I'm almost 50. And 4 months from now is Christmas. Just like that. These days are going by so fast, I can't even believe how fast the days are going by. It seems like you know, time's just flying like more and more. I know, right, Starlight? Any idea how to deal with heat rash? Yeah, the heat rash you can deal with the Sudocrem. Sudocrem. Actually, let me see if I got some. I'll throw it through the camera like that and you can catch it. I wish it was that easy, Tanya. I would do it for you. I really would. If that was the case, people be throwing fucking knives at me. I'll be dead. Uh, see, nappy rash, surface wounds, eczema, minor burn. It's called Sudocrem. You can get it from Walmart or Target or anywhere. Sudocrem. Take a screenshot, Tanya. This works wonders on rash, diaper rash. Yeah, you can order from Amazon too. Yeah, it's good shit. Yeah. Yeah, castor oil. Yeah, I mean that's just one thing that works, but I know a lot of things work. Vaseline works too. If you have Vaseline, you can use that too. I use Vaseline on my rash sometimes in between my legs. You know, sometimes I get like rash from the sweat from my clothes rubbing up against me, especially this time of year. Bag balm for his diaper rash. I never heard of bag balm. I've heard of tiger balm. I believe it is Starlight because it's been around since I was a baby. I believe so because my mom was the one who told me about Sudocrem. And you know what else is what's that pink shit? Um Somebody mentioned it in here the other day. They use it for like rashes too. I can't remember what it's called now. Comes in a pink bottle and it's pink liquid. And people put it on like insect bites and like what you call it? Chicken pox and all that shit. I can't remember what it's called now. Fuck. Oh yeah, calamine. Yeah, calamine lotion. Yeah, that's what it is. I don't like that shit either because you gotta wash it off. That shit's crazy, but that shit works though. It works. It worked. It worked for like I got bit by a couple uh mosquitoes one time all over my leg, and my mom put that on me, and it was good to go. But what I do when I get a mosquito bite, I put rubbing alcohol on it. It disinfects it and takes the sting out. And people are like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, try it. Don't knock it till you try it." I put rubbing alcohol on that shit, and it goes away within about 5 minutes. You don't feel it no more. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna check bag bomb. What the fuck is that? Let me see. Bag bomb, skin moisturizer, works wonders on dry skin. Oh really? I never heard of this shit in my life. It's a green tint since 1899. I guess it must work if it's before I was born. Shit, that's over 100 years. I've never heard of it. But Tiger Balm, yeah. I've heard of Tiger Balm, and it's like a yellowish orange container, and people use that to put on like bruises and shit. Like, and it's only like $25. Some places, well, it depends on what container you get. It's on Amazon, eBay. I'm sure we have it here in the store somewhere. I have to check it out because I get dry skin a lot during the winter. Yeah, it's a square green tin. Yeah, you guys taught me something new because during the winter time I get really dry skin. Not during the summertime because humidity makes me sweat. My skin's perfectly fine during the summer. But winter, I hate winter time. Some with my skin, I get like all dry skin around my eyebrows, my nose, all around here, all around my, all around my mustache. It looks terrible. I hate it. And what I do is I have this lotion that my sister gave me and it works. Can't remember what it's called now. Shit. It's like a white thing with like red writing on it. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's pretty good. But I want to try that bag bomb. I'll try that next. I have to get me some of that for winter time. Yeah, aloe vera works. That's true. But what works for me a lot, but I try not to use it a lot, is Vaseline. Vaseline is always good for dry skin. But the thing with Vaseline, you can't cake it on there. You just gotta put a little bit. Then you gotta wash your face and then reapply it. You can't just put it right over the next Vaseline. It ain't gonna work that way. But I use Vaseline like on my skin. If I have a cut, like a paper cut or some type of rash, or like road rash or whatever, I use Vaseline to put on it. Yeah, it's good for your lips when they crack up at winter time and shit. Yeah, it's good. Vaseline is good for a lot of things. I definitely use it for rash. Yeah. What you snacking on, Dan? Something good? I got a donation from someone. You can just let me know if you're here. I don't want to say your name if you don't want me to. Oh, hey, Monique. How you doing? I was wondering if that was you. I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Yeah, sometimes I'm on late, sometimes I'm not. Well, that's good. As long as you find me when you need me, I'll be there. I'm not a singer. All right, I got your question. I'll answer your question for you. And thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. You said, "Will my kids dad and I communicate better anytime soon?" All right, let me check. Cherries and a couple apples. Sounds good, Dan. Marley, you got this damn woman door dashing aloe water. See what you gone done to this woman? She just said, Marley, I door dashed the aloe water. It was hot as hell, woman. I needed that aloe. Yo, this widow needed some aloe. Blame Marley for everything. It's her fault. All right, Monique. Monique, I would say yes. I feel like you guys are going to communicate better and things will get better. And I feel like he's actually going to put in a little bit more effort, but there's still going to be worry, concern, difficulties. I would say in the next 2 weeks, it's still going to be kind of like, so, but better. I asked in the next 30 days, is it going to get better and progress? And it says yes. But in the next 2 days or 2 weeks, it's still going to be, here and there, but it's going to progress and get better, especially on his end, because I get him here. He's going to realize that he has to be mature. He has to be more involved. I feel like he wants to dominate everything, and his personality is like, you know. But deep down inside, I get that, he definitely wants to, make things better, and he needs to reverse the way he lives his own life. So he has issues that he needs to solve, difficulties that he needs to solve in order for things to get better. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I see here, because it looks like he doesn't. It looks like he's trying to overcome some shit that he's going through, and until he overcomes that, that's when he's gonna get better. But I feel like in the next 2 weeks, he still has some difficult situations, and he's embarrassed to talk about it, maybe, or he's just worried about, what's next. Like, why can't I get ahead? And I'm like, so what my suggestion to you would be is to not like um fuel the fire. Like, don't, if he's like that, then don't, like, aggravate him or whatever. Try to be, neutral and calm, and don't make things worse. You know what I mean? Not saying that you are, but like, don't, like I said, don't fuel that fire that he's going through. Just let things be, and then he'll come around. He'll realize, he'll be more mature and more, attentive to the situations. But I feel like in the next month, it'll definitely be better. So I would say this still got a week left in this month. So I would say, like, the second week, the end of the first week of September, going into the second and third week, and the rest of September, it should get better. I do see it getting better. But like, he's gonna test, like, the sincerity. He's gonna test to see if you're really sincere about what you say to him. he's like he wants to reverse the way he deals with things. I get that strongly. And I got the Lover's card here, so that tells me that he's willing to make shit happen. He's willing to, like, co-parent and make things happen for the sake of the children and whatever. Like, and he really does. I feel he truly loves you deep down inside, but he thinks that his life is too difficult to make anything better than what it is. So I feel like this is more his personal life and what he's going through, you know, that makes things difficult for him to really open up and make things happen. But it should be better soon. I would say give him another 2 weeks of sorting his shit out, and I feel like second week of September it'll get better. Don't even talk about Halloween candy. Oh, good lord! I saw a big bag of Halloween candy on sale today, and I said, "Man, we're not even in September yet. You mofos! And don't you know Halloween is October 31st? It's not even August 31st." I told the manager, I said, "Really, bro? You trying to get us look like a damn pumpkin before Halloween? I'm looking like a damn pumpkin now. You want what the fuck you trying to do? Don't give me them damn chocolates." So there you go, Monique. I feel like it's gonna get better though. So just try not to, like, aggravate the situation. Not saying you are, but don't. You know, just let him do what he's got to do, and then he'll come around. He'll be good. Yeah, cool, good. I'm glad. Yeah, I try to be. I know how it is. I know how difficult it could be. I've seen it all happen with baby daddies and baby mamas and dealing with children and being dealing with each other. It's not an easy task, but I feel like you're gonna be all right in the end. It'll all come around. It'll be good. I'm actually glad I saw that because I don't like when it's the opposite way. So that's the second time I've been called sweet tonight. Oh shit. People in the background be like, they calling him sweet. We gotta put some shit on this mother. It's all good. I try to be. Dan, I forgot to do the towel thing today. Shit. Let me write that shit down. Thanks for reminding me, Dan. And thanks for reminding your sis. Because, she's a pain in the ass tourist. Watch her say she did it and shut me up. I'm going to write it down. That's why I have my pen and paper here at all times. See, look, she said last night I did, so she just proved me wrong. See, I knew I shouldn't have said nothing. I wrote it down. I won't forget. 12:44 here. I need to get my ass to sleep. My neck, my back. What type of necklace was it, Tanya? A gold one? Is it a gold necklace? If you got a rash from your necklace, it's because, like, your skin is too sensitive to wear certain types of gold. Oh, you had a silver one. Yeah, it could be the silver, like, reacting to it. Some people get that from gold, not too much silver, but your skin must be super sensitive then. See what it is, you're not used to all that heat, see? Yeah, that's a good thing to do. Yeah, you might have to clean it because maybe it's what it is too hot, like you said. You know, you guys ain't used to all that heat out there. Welcome to my world. Burn. It ain't gonna last long. You be alright. Feel my pain here in Bermuda from the heat and the humidity, Tanya. Take some of that heat. That's possible too, but usually it's like a reaction from the actual chain. Usually it is, but that's a possibility too, Starlight. I never thought about that. Maybe it was baking it on there. Be careful what you wish for, Starlight. The fire could be coming. When you're not used to the sun, it'll burn your ass. Trust me. When I was a kid and I was swimming with no shirt on Sundays we used to go to this place and we had no shirt on, thought we were all cool. When we got home that night, my whole back was full of blisters, and I was over there crying like a little biatch, and my mom was putting aloe on me and shit. I had to lay flat down on my belly because I couldn't lay on my back. That shit was burning. I was red as a lobster and had all these blisters all over me because my skin can get like that too. That's why I wear a hat, shirt, and a lot of protection because the sun will bake my ass. Sun's like, oh yeah, come here. You want to look like a lobster that you eat? Come here. Shit, that's still hot as hell, Marley. That's what it's like here. But see, the killer in Bermuda is the humidity. The humidity is the killer for us. Like, I don't mind it being 80 something, but not 80 damn humidity. It's fucking ridiculous. Look, right now in Bermuda, it's 83 degrees and 84 humidity. Really? At midnight, it was 1 o'clock in the morning here, and the current temperature is 83 degrees and 84 humidity. Are you fucking kidding me? Some bullshit. And tomorrow it's supposed to be 87. See? How the hell is it more humidity 84 and 83? See? That's why we guys suffer here. That's why that AC has got to be on 24/7. That humidity be fucking draining my ass. Yeah, it can be Star like 80%. Anything over 80% humidity is nasty. Dan, if I got a vinegar bath, people would tell me, "What the hell you doing to yourself? You stink like hell." Vinegar is so vinegar is so you know strong. I couldn't imagine getting a vinegar bath. I'd be walking around this store, be like, "Sir, do you have vinegar inside your pockets?" I'm like, "No, my friend Dan told me get a vinegar bath." Oh, he did. Why? I don't know. Maybe it was a scam, or maybe he was trying to make me smell like a jackass. I'll be walking through the aisles, people like, "Fuck is that? This mofo got a vinegar bath." Ugh. Vinegar is good for one thing, cleaning shit. It's very good for cleaning. If you got mold around your house, you use some vinegar and water, that mold ain't coming back. I use vinegar and water with a warm cloth, like a damp cloth, and I soaked it with vinegar and I went on the ceiling, took all the mold off in this bathroom. That shit ain't come back since. That's one good thing about vinegar. It takes away the mold. Good shit. It's good to clean like moldy things. Yeah, 90 ain't no joke. We've had 90 here a few times this year. One thing about here is this year is we had an early summer. Like summer came at the end of May, early June. It was already 80 something degrees. And I was like, what the hell? And I'm like, if we have an early summer, that means we're going to have an early winter. So that means like maybe October, it's going to start getting cooler and cooler. But at nighttime, it's starting to get a little better here, like the breeze and stuff. Like I wouldn't say nighttime, not night now. You go outside now, you're going to feel that humidity. But like around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, it kind of feels decent. Like when the sun's starting to go down a bit, around 7 o'clock, it's nice outside. You can actually go outside and not sweat no more. But I have my AC on 68 all day, every day. And I have my fans going. And that's the only way I can survive inside. As soon as you go outside, it's like, what the fuck? It's like you walking into an oven. You know how you open up your oven to get the food? That's what it feels like when you walk through the door. You're like, holy shit. Hell no. That's why I was telling people earlier in my life, I said, like, how am I going to be working in this shit this year? I ain't doing it. I'll work when it's cloudy and I'll work when the sun ain't out. As soon as I see that yellow circle outside beaming on my ass, I ain't going nowhere near it. I'm staying out. I'm staying inside. As soon as he gets covered up by them pretty clouds, I'm going outside. I'm like, no, no. We had a heat for 6 weeks a few years ago. We ran out of water and people died. Oh shit. Yeah, exactly. People are not used to it. Yeah. It's like when it gets really cold here. Some years it goes down to like 45 degrees here. And people are like, oh my God, I'm going to die. It's so fucking cold. I'm like, man, shut your ass up. Man, when it's snowing, it's like below zero when I'm in Boston out there in February on my birthday. Sometimes I'll be in 0 degree temperatures. I wouldn't even care. I'll be like, hell yeah, bring on that cold ass weather. I love it. It's better than sweating and being hot and shit. I'll take some cold weather any day. But people here, they be wearing like Eskimo fucking jackets during 60-degree weather. In January this year, I saw some assholes in Bermuda walking through the city with these Eskimo jackets in 60-degree weather. I looked at them and I was like, you people are over exaggerating. Something fucking wrong with you. I wanted to throw something at them. I'm being dead serious. You know, Eskimos have damn jackets and it has like that furry thing, like on the hood. These idiots were wearing that shit at 60-degree weather. I'm walking around in shorts, saying, "Man, this shit is nice. I love it." People are like, "You're not cold." I'm like, "Cold? Go to Boston right now. It's 20 degrees. You idiot. This ain't not 60. It's beautiful. I wish. I wish it was 60 degrees every day. I'll be in heaven." Holy shit, down 102. Dang, that's pretty nasty, dude. If it was 100 degrees here, we'd die. People would be like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Yeah, I remember when you got that snow. You sent me the picture. That shit was funny. I remember being out there in the snow one year. Marley. I was in the city in Peachtree Street in ATL, and we guys watched these snow flurries come down, and we guys were cold as shit. It was the coldest I've ever been in that lifetime. I was probably like 15, and my brother and I went to ATL, and his friends. We went to watch a game, and we had to buy winter clothes literally. And it was like, it's never snowed here like that before. I never seen this shit before, because it doesn't really snow in ATL, right? Especially in the city. But this year it did. I mean, not this year. That year we went, it did. So I would say like 30, 34 years ago, it snowed out there when I was there. And I was like, holy shit, it's cold as hell. My teeth were like, because people in Bermuda, we don't deal with snow unless like you go to college or something and snow in Canada or something. Like my auntie that lives in Toronto, she says that every winter is so brutal, it's crazy. It's so cold you can't even go outside, you'll freeze. Like just walking like 2 seconds from the car to the store, you'll freeze your ass off. You have icicles on your fucking nostrils. Like she basically said that last January, this January and February that passed, she said she couldn't believe how cold it was. And now that she's like 80 something years old, she's like, it's ridiculous. It's even worse because she's older. It takes longer to walk to get to the store. She goes, I can't take this shit. I buy all my groceries and don't come back for like 2 weeks. Yeah, it's nice to have it once in a while. Why not? It doesn't snow here though. It never has. Apparently, it did one time way in the 1800s, apparently, but that's bullshit. I don't believe that. But when you guys, when the East Coast has those northwestern, the northern eastern or whatever the fuck they call it, those northern storms or whatever they call it, um, those things when they the remnants come towards this way, we get cold ass weather for us. So usually we get like the coldest I've ever witnessed here in my lifetime was like 40 degrees, but it only lasted 3 days. It was like 40 one day, and then it was 45, and then 47, and then that was it. It doesn't go below 50 something here. It's very rare we get like 50s and 40s. It'll happen like once in a while. And if it does happen, it'll be like 1 or 2 days because a front's coming over or some bullshit. Your leftover storms that come over here. But that's about it. Yeah. 65 is like a heat wave over there. Yeah. Because you guys are not used to like the sun being out all the time. But it's nice. I'm sure it's nice when you get some type of decent weather there. I'm sure it's nice when you do get it. Here it's like I'm used to it. I'm used to the heat. I'm used to like it being this way. I'm used to sweating all the time. It's just a regular thing for us. But this year I promised myself that during the summer I wasn't gonna work hard, and I haven't. I'm staying away from the heat this year because last year it really got to me a lot. I found like myself almost passing out and shit. And I was like, I can't take this shit. So this year I promised myself not to do it. And so far I haven't done it. 1 or 2 days I've cut the grass and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? You know, I know, right, Marley? That shit's annoying. But that's what happens though. Even when you get a shower and you come out of the shower, sometimes you'll be sweating when you come out of the shower and like, what the fuck? Because like your body temperature is changing, and then it doesn't know how to act, so it starts to sweat because you're changing your body temperature constantly, and you're in the AC. So it's like when you come out of the heat, you go upstairs, you go in you get a shower, and you come back up, your body's still like, you know, taking the heat out, and it ends up coming out of your fucking body, and you're like, what the fuck? I just got a shower, damn it. That's what happens to me sometimes. That's why I get showers at night before I go sleep or first thing in the morning. So that way, I'll be all right. Anyway, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, guys. I'm gonna get the heck out of here. I need to go get some sleep. Take this damn snoring beauty out to her go pee. Now and get my ass to sleep. And tomorrow I gotta reprogram my generator because it came on at midnight. I swear, boy, I tell you. It feels like the retrograde is still here and ain't going nowhere. There's some days I wonder if the world. That's why I tell people the retrograde is all year round. All right, Starlight, take care. I'm glad you're okay, and I'm glad it all worked out. And I'm glad our spirit had a good message for us. All right, Tanya, you too. Take care of yourself. Marley, good seeing you. I'm glad Emmy got good news. Dan, stay out of the heat, bro. Get that towel out of the freezer. Hopefully you and mama's okay. And everybody else that's around. Hope you guys have a good Tuesday tomorrow. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. But yeah, I'm gonna get my ass to sleep. I'm had enough for today. Before you know it, we'll be back here again. All right, guys. I'll see you all. No problem. Anytime. All right, guys. Take care.